your favorite cowboy. It's your favorite crypto educator. It's your favorite, the crypto abstract. How is everybody feeling on this beautiful January 29th? On this beautiful crypto evening? Another day for opportunities, another day to win, because winning is the best. For those that don't know me, my name is the Crypto Abstract. I've helped thousands of people in the crypto world make money in crypto, learn how to use crypto in their every single day life. And for those that don't know me, also, I built a Discord called the Inner Circle Discord. This is a Discord where people can come together, learn crypto, trade opinions on crypto. Really a place to share opinions and grow with other people who are crypto enthusiasts. This is a community that I've built in the past 4 years. You can get exclusive market calls from me, exclusive crypto analysis from me, basically everything crypto. And until January 31st, which is in 2 days, so in about 48 hours from now, it's going to be the last chance to mint the Genesis Pass NFT, okay? 48 hours from now, I'm going to discontinue this NFT. It will no longer exist. And this is literally an NFT for people to lock into the community, lock into what I got going on. For everyone who loves my content, etc., the Genesis Pass, Lifetime Access Pass is going to be for you, okay? Now, let's jump right into the market. Let's jump right into what the market got going on. If you're in the chat, say what's up, say what's up. I love seeing the fam always popping out over here, showing love like always. But look, first thing is first, okay? Solana drinking the Ethereum milkshake as DEX market share rises, okay? So what we can see is that it said Solana was drinking the Ethereum milkshake. It briefly obtained an 89.7 DEX market share in the last week of December, and its share has remained above 50% for the last 5 weeks. Okay, so this is critical information because this is kind of playing along with what I've been saying about Solana taking the market share. Solana, I mean, has been getting an absurd amount of adoption. I feel like obviously Trump coin obviously helped a ton, but the interesting thing is that it says in the last week of December, Trump coin wasn't out then. So this serves to prove that the adoption on Solana precedes the Trump coin. Trump coin just helped it grow to where it is right now. But at the end of the day, Solana is literally absorbing. It's like that Pokemon. What's his name? Ditto. He's like absorbing Ethereum chain, and that's why also Ethereum is struggling. And at the end of the day, that is a lot of money for Ethereum to lose to Solana. Okay, on the flip side, you have Ethereum scrambling over here, trying to do upgrades to their platform, upgrades that they should have done millenniums ago, and now it's kind of showing why they should have done this a long time ago. So now it's people are saying the Ethereum roadmap has been under attack from all sides recently, with even ETH researcher Dan Craig-Faced and base creator Jesse Pollack agreeing that the existing scaling plan is unambitious and not even close to aggressive enough. Okay, so this is kind of showing you guys that it is an issue right now, and the Ethereum team obviously knows how serious it is that Solana is absorbing the share of the market, because if this continues, at some point we're going to start seeing Solana flipping Ethereum at some point if we don't see them moving fast. Ethereum is definitely lagging behind, guys, and we've seen that chart gazillions of times, and there's just no interest on Ethereum right now, I believe. Now, to buy and hold, okay, cool, but in terms of adoption, using it like how it was last bull run, this bull run is very different than last bull run in the sense that Ethereum was the one leading the charge last bull run. Now it seems like Solana is leading the charge this bull run. There's just so much more, how do I say, there's just so much more demand for Solana rather than Ethereum. People need Solana to trade on Solana. Solana is so much more scalable, cheaper fees, etc. So I just feel like, in my eyes right now, Ethereum is struggling, and it makes sense why we're seeing them scrambling to do hard forks, etc. Okay, now in Trump Coin news, which I found very interesting, now Trump Coin is accepting their meme coin for merch, which is very dope actually. I think that would definitely help Trump Coin in the long run. I feel like in the short term, it's still entering a major consolidation. Let's take a look at Trump Coin. Trump Coin's still consolidating, actually doing relatively well the way it's holding. Personally, I would not be purchasing at this price just because I feel like there's still a downtrend going on. But personally, I do like them opening the doors for merch, adding utility to their coin. Not that utility was needed. A lot of times meme coins don't need utility. They just do what they're gonna do based purely off of hype, etc. So I think it's interesting with what Trump Coin has got going on. Okay. In other news, though, in terms of meme coins, has not much has been going on, guys. In terms of meme coin, there was one coin in particular that came out about 2 hours ago. Believe it or not, I couldn't believe my eyes when I seen this. This coin is at $173 million. Okay, $173 million in literally 2 hours. And the person that launched this coin is a guy named Sam Lesson. Okay, I have no idea how this guy did it, but hey, this guy is this coin is literally launching. Jelly Jelly gets you access to jellyjelly.com from Venmo co-founder. Okay, the fastest way to post clips from a video chat. Want to make jellies? Join the waitlist and we'll get you in ASAP. Okay. To me, when I see certain altcoins like this going absolutely ballistic in 2 hours, there is definitely big money behind this. Now, if this guy had a cabal and they pre-planned this pump, that seems more likely to me. That I don't know how you reach that market cap so fast. Today, we're of course drinking the good old Poland spring water. Ooh, we got the little bottle today. Not that big jug like we always do, okay? This is the trench water. Hydration, okay? Gotta stay hydrated in this crazy crypto market. Especially when you're seeing coins doing 169,000%. It's not even fathomable. I don't even know how that's even possible. But okay. But in other news, there's nothing really much going on in meme coins per se. Not much going on. I found this coin a little interesting. A coin called Y. Y. This coin apparently this coin's going ballistic right now. Let's see what's going on here. It's the first autonomous token launched on OpenAI's Operator. Y is a living experiment that uses Operator to access the web, DeepSeek for idea generation, and Midjourney for image generation. Let the games begin. And they just did an 8% burn of the Y supply, and that seems like why the price continues to launch to the moon. Okay? Well, one thing I did want to point out today, guys, was about Jerome Powell and what Jerome Powell had to say about crypto today.
Our role with Bitcoin really is to look at, with crypto, really is to look at the banks, and we think it's, banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers as long as they understand and can manage the risks, and it's safe and sound. As many of our, a good number of our banks, right, that we regulate and supervise, do that. The threshold has been a little higher for banks engaging.
So seems like Jerome Powell is all good with banks serving crypto customers, custodying crypto. That is a bullish statement. I did like that. That at this point they're just kind of accepting crypto at this point, that it's going to be here for the future, and that at the end of the day, crypto's here to stay. So I do like the how do I say the acceptance, right? The acceptance of it. But in other news, see the crypto fear index. This I want to show every live stream to kind of get a vibe of the sentiment. We're still greedy, a little less greedy than we were yesterday, less greedy than we were last week, and a little more greedy than we were last month. So we're still greedy in the sense of fear and greed index, okay? Which could signify, could signify a sell in a way, right? Because usually there are people who specifically trade only the fear and greed index, okay? Looks like on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, which is all the leveraging going on in Bitcoin specifically, seems like there's still a massive amount of liquidity on the downside, guys. And I've said this numerous times, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, but it wouldn't surprise me that if we capture some of this liquidity that Bitcoin has right now in leverage trading, okay? The market likes to wash people out to then send to the moon again, right? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now, I know that the market pumped a little bit today, not too much. The market did a little well today because of the Fed meeting and them not reducing or increasing rates, staying paused, and Jerome Powell actually saying that he doesn't need the inflation rate to be 2% for him to start cutting. So there is an opportunity here that we can potentially see a rate cut in the next Fed meeting. Now, as we all know, with Fed meetings, etc., I believe the next Fed meeting is going to be in March, I believe. I think it's the spring break week, so I think it's around like the 12th or the 15th, around there. For the most part, we're going to see a move in Bitcoin, whether it be to the downside or upside, beforehand. Markets usually move before the announcement. They don't move at the announcement, right? Like how Bitcoin moved a couple days ago, about 2 days ago, it moved all the way to 97K. This was, one could argue, this was the move already from the FOMC meeting. Okay, so we're already recovering because that was the move a couple days beforehand. Now, what I'm expecting is if we are having a rate cut at some point, even if Bitcoin were to dip, etc., we should see a pump in Bitcoin because rate cuts are, for the most part, good for the market. That means that there's less interest rates, more money flowing in the economy, things are growing, and also the dollar starts to lose value when you have rate cuts. As you can see here, the dollar already is in a momentum where it has been going down since since January 13th, when it had its peak of about $110 on the US dollar index. So one thing you guys have to keep in mind, right? When dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. Stocks usually go up when dollar goes down, because if the dollar goes down, that means it is less valuable. So that means that Bitcoin will go up because now the dollar is less valuable. If the dollar just, let's say, as an example here, let's say the dollar were to continue going up in value, that means that it would be harder for something like a Bitcoin to go up because now the dollar is stronger. At the end of the day, guys, when we look at the price of Bitcoin, we look at the price of Bitcoin in BTC USD. Okay, we're not looking at Bitcoin in the price of another currency. So when you look at Bitcoin USD, what USD does is actually very important, because if the dollar starts to increase in value, then BTC will lose value. Kind of like any chart, like a ETH BTC, right? If that chart goes up, that means that Ethereum is gaining value against BTC. Or if that chart goes down, on ETH BTC, that means that Bitcoin is gaining value all over ETH. Same thing here. Bitcoin USD. If US dollar starts to go up, Bitcoin starts to go down. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. So, but luckily, we're probably gonna start seeing rate cuts this year, more rate cuts this year. So I feel like that's gonna align perfectly with the bull run, and I'm still bullish on Bitcoin as much as I want Bitcoin to go back to $70,000. As much as I want it, at the end of the day, USD, as much as I want the Bitcoin to go back 70K, Bitcoin is still bullish. Now, the rest of the altcoins, like I keep telling you guys, we're getting a monthly close on, that's going to be, monthly close is going to be, let's check here. Let's check when the monthly close is going to be, guys. It's going to be on Friday at 7 p.m. Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern is going to be the monthly close. Some of these coins, actually, I remember we were talking about Aave yesterday. Aave actually today trying to make a move to close in the green. Now, if it's going to happen, we don't know, but we are very close to a big time invalidation. I actually seen someone talking about that this would actually be a good moment to long Aave because it's so close to an invalidation of a pattern that more likely than not, it would probably break out, because on the monthly, Aave still looks ugly. Aave needs to close above 308, which isn't that much. So I feel like, me personally, I feel like there's going to be big moves in the market in the next 2 days. Now, whether that's going to be up or down, we don't know, but I could already assume that altcoins are going to try to close in the green by Friday, only because a lot of these charts are being jeopardized in the next 3 months, 4 months, if they don't close in the green today. Okay, so monthly candles right now is what we should be looking at, guys. Monthly candles. Now, there's certain coins that look phenomenal on the monthly candles. There's certain coins that look very ugly on the monthly candles. But all in all, I still feel like Bitcoin is extremely bullish. This is what we should be focusing on in the short term. We're really not going to have an answer until Friday, on what next month holds. At the end of the day, not that a monthly candle, decides everything, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't decide everything. Okay, but it is a big, big key into what will happen. Okay, but all in all, guys, there's not that much to talk about today. Really just, the Fed meeting. We had a rate pause. Jerome Powell speaking good things about crypto. And probably we're probably going to have a rate cut later this year. So, guys, keep an eye out for Friday. We're going to be back tomorrow live streaming. Today's going to be short. Just wanted to give you guys a little quick update on what's going on. Because obviously today there was a lot of talk around town with the Fed stuff. But let's keep an eye on Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin brings us. And tomorrow we'll have new talking points. Guys, Leo Perez said, what do you think about the Doge ETF? Hey, I think that's great, man. I think the Doge ETF is the best, one of the best things that happened to Doge. And I believe it's Bitwise that applied for that Dogecoin ETF. And I think that at the end of the day, guys, it's like I said before, Dogecoin and BTC are like the most household names in the country. People know Dogecoin over ETH all day. People don't even know what ETH is, but people know what Dogecoin is. So I feel like there's going to be definitely institutional investors who would be interested in writing out a Doge ETF to make money, right? In a short to medium term. Now, if I would say this though, if Dogecoin ETF were to be approved, that would be a huge catalyst. That would be a ginormous catalyst for Dogecoin. 100%. That would definitely catapult Dogecoin to new realms. Dogecoin isn't reacting to the news because at the end of the day, you still got to get approved, right? You still have to get approved for an ETF. They still haven't been approved for ETF. It's just rumors. But I do believe that it actually does create a little bit of a buying opportunity here for Doge, because it's, you know how crypto works. It's all about buy the rumor, sell the news. If the rumor is that Dogecoin might get an ETF, we might start seeing a pump in Dogecoin actually. Not for nothing. And the chart for Dogecoin does not look bad. It looks a little weird, but it doesn't look bad. Right? Closing for Doge closing right here on the monthly, I still think it's bullish. Because at the end of the day, it withstanded that whole dump and still maintained its ground. Still did a huge wick up. So I believe that a Dogecoin ETF would be phenomenal. If it goes through, what do you think will happen? I think if a Dogecoin ETF were to get approved, it's just like Bitcoin ETF, guys. Bitcoin ETF got approved last year in I believe last year in January. Look at this monthly chart. Bam. Next month was a 43% gain. The next month after was a 16% gain. Remember, Dogecoin is a way smaller market cap than Bitcoin. If Dogecoin were to get an ETF approved, just using the same numbers, right? Because obviously Dogecoin would move way more, right? But 43% and a 16% would put Dogecoin at 54 cents. Now, obviously, guys, that's just replicating Bitcoin's move. But at the end of the day, we all know that with Dogecoin, it's double that move for the most part, right? So if BTC did 43%, okay, just to give you an idea, right? Because Dogecoin market cap is way smaller than Bitcoin. Let's say it did an 86% pump and a 32% pump, which is double the numbers. That would put Dogecoin at about 81 cents. Now, I'm just speculating here, but at the end of the day, it kind of makes sense because in ETF, you know, you're having institutions buying Dogecoin now. And they're holding Dogecoin in custodies, right? So that means way less Dogecoin on the market. That means accessibility to more people. So that means that you can go on Robinhood and buy Dogecoin through an ETF on the stock market. You know, a lot of these institutions do not buy crypto, but they will buy an ETF. We've seen the amount of inflows that came in to Bitcoin when Bitcoin had an ETF. So for Dogecoin to have an ETF, and if it gets approved, which I feel like it would, I feel like Dogecoin actually has a way better chance of getting approved than, say, an XRP, right? Because XRP has security concerns and there's a whole bunch of things when we start talking about XRP, right? But Dogecoin, decentralized, backed by the biggest names, I feel like there's actually a possibility here that it has an ETF approved. But let's keep our eyes open. The market moves fast, sentiments change. But I will say this: if a Dogecoin ETF were to get approved, it would probably get approved somewhere between, I feel like, 2 to 3 months from now, probably. Just because ETFs don't move fast, it still needs to get approved through regulators, etc. Okay, so guys, I appreciate everyone for showing up today. Tomorrow, 9 p.m., we're gonna come back strong. More content, more analysis, so that we can win big in this bull run. But if there's one piece of advice I can leave you guys before I leave today, is buy Bitcoin, never sell Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is a lifelong asset, okay? And remember, guys, don't do drugs, don't do anything I wouldn't do, stay positive, and another day, another dollar, okay? Peace, guys.